Yeah, I
There
got
he is.
double. Hey, buddy.
He can't hear you.
How's not
Otto, look, it's
pooping?
Chrisser. Is it Chrisser?
He doesn't
Where
know.
where is he?
Have we even figured out if dogs can see screens?
They
They
can.
don't. They can.
You know what? I saw it was on Instagram the other night. There was a dog who was watching a soccer game and cheered got excited when they scored a goal.
Oh, my girl's dog. I guess now that I'm thinking about it, watches TV pretty intently and will bark anytime there's an animal on the screen, which is.
Otto did that during Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but then he wised up.
She was gonna come over. Came over. We rented Cocaine Bear, and she was gonna bring the dog. And then I was like, maybe that's not the best idea. She was like, yeah, I already vetoed that. Like that's not happening. Like it would just be one long bark. And
Yeah,
but also
yeah,
you saw Cocaine Bear. What'd you think?
twice.
You saw Cocaine Bear twice.
I did. I saw it in the
Wow.
theaters like 3 weeks ago with Meg, and then
Okay.
Aubrey and Jordy and I watched it here at my apartment last weekend.
Oh, very fun.
Yeah, it was very fun. It's a great movie.
I don't agree with you, but it was a fine movie.
I mean, it
Yeah,
was really funny. You know what? It has the same sense of humor as like Wet Hot American Summer, which is one of my most favorite movies, and then
yeah.
subsequently shows. And I feel like you've watched that, and it's not your vibe.
No, I definitely laughed at times. But there were a lot of I just felt that the laughs were pretty spaced out and the oh shits, which there were a lot of, which were great.
Yeah,
They were it just I don't know, it wasn't worth there just should have been more of that. There was a lot there was just a lot more dialogue than I wanted and a lot more story. I guess I just wanted a bear on a rampage and just I wanted John Wick but with a bear. You know what I'm
yeah. That's
saying?
not what you got. You kind of got like a slasher style plot line where like the killer is a bear.
Yeah, and
And
it
like you don't
wasn't.
see them that often. It's like the scary part is the
It was
bear.
kind of like Bear Jaws.
You know, I've
Like
never seen Jaws. What a shock.
it's the first one's the only one we're seeing. First off,
Yeah.
I don't know why they made the other eight.
I'm sure I've seen it just from like piecemeal scenes of like,
Like the way Dad says he's seen every movie. I've seen bits and pieces
well,
all in a
I don't,
row at the same time.
yeah, I don't get up in the middle of a movie and be like, I need to run to the grocery store again.
Yeah. You know, he's been sick the last couple days, so he's
Oh
been
my
in the
God,
bed.
I know.
And mom's just been like, it's been so great just to like not flip channels in between commercials.
Well, I was talking to him today. I was like, how are you feeling? He was like, oh, the cold moved down to my chest. I'm like, do you have any Mucinex? He's like, well, I gotta run to the store and get some more. And I'm like, of course you do.
Stop by a Culver's.
I love Freddy's. Stop by Freddy's. Whataburger, I don't even like it, but I want to see
Yeah, I
him
don't
cool.
even. It's not the hype, and it might have given me. I loved it that one time he got salmonella, and he had Dove's eggs and Whataburger, and mom's like, "Oh yeah, you think it was a tomato in the Whataburger? All right, maybe don't eat fucking avian children."
Yeah, don't you get salmonella from birds?
You get all
It's
kinds of shit from
I
birds.
think salmonella is like a chicken based because E. coli is cow.
I think salmonella is like all kind because you can get salmonella from like vegetables and shit. I think.
Um, what gives you salmonella poisoning? Oops. Do. Oh yeah, it's in everything.
Yeah.
Chicken, turkey, beef, pork, eggs, fruit, sprouts, vegetables, processed foods, nut butters, frozen pot pies, chicken nuggets, and stuffed chicken entrees.
It's like the salt of diseases. It's in everything. Try to avoid it.
You can't.
You can't. Salmonella, you're gonna get it. I've had it.
Gotta get it.
I mean, I don't know what the difference between salmonella and food poisoning is. I think at the end of the day, it's just if you went to the doctor or not.
You don't remember the smell of the bedroom when Dad had salmonella?
No.
Oh God, Mom would send me in there.
Oh, I had to go in there a whole bunch.
Yeah, you and I both had to go, and Mom would not go in there. She was like, yeah, you go give this to your dad. Go
I've
see how he's
never
doing.
seen that man in worse shape.
Ever.
To this day.
I just remember that room. I kept walking when I walked in there. I'm like, it's hot and it reeks in here. It smelled so bad. I'm like, is he shitting himself in his sleep? Highly possible.
Probably. I mean,
or he had like
from
a
what I've heard, I don't
something.
think there's a lot of. You don't have a lot of choice. It's like it's coming when it's coming, and if you bat fucking 980, you're still shitting once.
Since we're on the topic.
Uh-oh.
Otto.
Oh, yeah.
Poor boy.
Poor dude. It's like, are we going there?
I fucking, this is where also the desk I sit at to have my work meetings and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And so I'd run out of Otto's dog food on Wednesday. So I just made him plain boiled chicken and rice. No seasoning, no nothing. Boiled chicken and rice. And it's chicken I had just gotten a week prior at the grocery store. It had spent time in the freezer. Yeah. I defrosted it properly. I don't know what it was. I even ate some of that same chicken and was fine.
Did you put salt in the boiling water?
Fuck no.
Oh.
No seasoning whatsoever.
Okay.
I just put the chicken in the water and made some rice.
Mom and Dad always told me to throw a little bit of salt in the boiling water for some reason.
You're supposed to do that when you make pasta. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe because that's the only time I make that's the only time I really
use boiling water.
Yeah. I didn't know you boiled chicken like a fucking Russian immigrant. Jesus Christ.
It's just for Otto. I don't. I just boiled it because it was a faster, easier solution than me getting a bunch of other pans dirty. When
I made it for him, and also he didn't almost die when he ate it, I just threw it on the skillet.
Good, great. I know you did better than me in the chicken and rice department. So I making chicken and rice in the morning, give him the same chicken and rice for dinner that I cooked in the morning.
Yeah. But after the first round, it was fine. Yeah.
And then the next day, he's feeling bad. He's not feeling great. He didn't sleep in the bed with me that night. And I woke up in the middle of the night to Otto click-clacking around the floor, and I turn the lights on, and I'm like, it stinks in here. Yeah. And I look around, and there's shit all over the floor.
Like all over the floor.
Like a Jackson Pollock.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. He got it on my Roomba. He got it on some of the...
I have a feeling that was fucking
intentional.
Aimed. Yeah, like he was like, well, while I'm doing this, fuck this thing.
On the sleeves of some sweaters that were just on a chair. They weren't even on the ground. And then that whole next day, it was a fun little game of hide and seek. Where's the next surprise?
Oh.
Poo section or like pile.
It was a real poo done it.
Yeah. Except I totally know who did it. So it was like in the corner next to my record player. It was under the bench in my kitchen.
Like it was very obvious he didn't even know when it was going to come out.
He was just like trying to go to a place where he could just like hide and it didn't smell like his asshole.
Yeah.
And there was nowhere in the apartment that didn't smell like that. And so I take him outside and he is starting to feel a little better. I get some of his regular food. I'm like, we're just not fucking doing that anymore.
Yeah.
So I get some of his regular food and some pumpkin, which is good for dogs. And I mix it with some chicken broth and he eats that. And man, it was just like 60 hours of being elbow deep in dog shit. So I thought he was fine that morning, right? Like I was like, oh, buddy had diarrhea. Weasel.
Yeah. It just keeps popping up. We gotta hit it with this mallet of fucking cleaning products.
I don't want to smell Nature's Miracle ever again.
I'll bet.
Fucking, it's so strong. So
at least you got hardwood most of the places.
He got it on all hard surfaces. I mean, God bless him.
Good for him.
Until I had a meeting at 10 a.m.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, poor baby, he's not feeling good. And they were like, how are you? It was just me and two of my new coworkers who are like my bosses.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, my dog's not feeling good. And I was like holding him like this. And so we're in the middle of a meeting. So I just put him up on the bed. Shit's all over my duvet in the background of my meeting. He even tries to get right here where this is folded and tries to get it off the edge of the bed. And he be no marksman. It was just, I was like, what does that smell? And then I looked down. It's like a dinner-sized puddle, dinner plate-sized puddle of diarrhea.
So you were you not framed in this same way?
It was a little more like this way, but I didn't notice it until I was looking over my shoulder and I was like, why is he in the poop position?
Yeah, but also you think your fucking coworkers would have been like, Andi.
I literally get up, get Otto off the bed, and then I pop back into frame like this, going, my dog is having diarrhea. I have to go. They were like, go, 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 go. And it was like literally all over my bed. I was lucky enough to get the duvet off the comforter before it saturated to the next level. But yeah, man, it was bad. He had really, really bad diarrhea. And then yesterday morning he turned a corner and now look at him.
Look at him. But he knows you're talking about it. He's like, I'm going to move over here.
I don't even want to look at you guys anymore.
Now that everyone's talking about my fucking diarrhea.
My hands are so dry from washing his asshole every time we came back inside.
Think about how dry his asshole is.
Not that dry. I was giving him enemas basically with like the fucking faucet sprayer. Well, we'd go outside. It's pouring rain the days that he has diarrhea. And it's like, I don't have enough time to like put galoshes on and grab an umbrella. He's like, we gotta go. And so like even one day we got to the front door and I was trying to put my rain boots on and he just went all right next to the door. And I was like, I'm so sorry, buddy. Sorry. But yeah, anyway, it was a real wet, real gross situation.
I got a lot more descriptive than I think anyone needed.
Well, listen, I didn't want it to happen.
No.
But it was a key part of my week, so
I definitely feel like I know your mind frame. I know your mind frame now. I felt the story as much as I heard it.
Man, like, it sucks.
I don't want this to be happening.
Nothing wakes you up faster than hearing a dog about to barf or like hearing them just like pace around. And I was like, why is he just pacing around? He doesn't do that. He's not a cat.
Yeah.
And I looked down and he was just like hunched over like. And then it was just like buckets. I felt so bad for him.
Poor dude. We've all been there.
We have all been there. And it was just like, do I want to take him to the vet and spend $1,000?
Yeah.
I was like 10 hours away from doing it.
Just let him ride it out. I mean,
well, he had blood in his poop.
Oh, like, again.
But I was talking to Belinda about it, and she was like, he's probably just popped some vessels from all the shitting. I was like, okay.
Man,
my kitchen sink was a crime scene.
I doubt anyone's listening anymore. So if you want to drop some hard R's here and there, I don't think it's going to come back and haunt you. Because no one's getting through that. No one's getting through that at all. Anything bad?
Fine.
Anything bad you want to say about your Jewish friends?
No, what?
Jesus Christ.
How come you're making it racist when all I was doing was talking about Otto's butthole?
I was just making the point that no one's listening. So I was like, you just say whatever you wanted at this point. You don't even need to mean it. But if you just wanted to.
Okay.
Just
no, I'm good. I'm good.
Like a scream room. Like have a scream room sesh.
What's a scream room? Like a room you go into to scream?
Yeah. Sad people have those. They also have like those rage rooms you can rent out where you just go in and break things.
I've done that. Have you ever done that?
I think it'd be fun every once in a while. I think if you have a subscription, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think they're membership based.
You gotta, there's probably guys that ask about it though.
My luck this week has been not great.
Besides the dog, what else has been going on?
What is that noise?
Someone at your door?
Sorry, I gotta figure this out. Hold on. It stopped the last time I got up.
I mean, Otto's not freaking out. Can't be too bad.
Oh no. Hold on, the ceiling's leaking in my shower.
Okay. Yeah. Man, your bad luck continues.
It does continue. My shower is leaking from the ceiling.
That means there's probably a leak in the unit above you. Like a cracked bathtub of some sort.
Yeah, good job, Sherlock.
Thanks. And it's Bob Vila, you dumb.
Why was he an idiot?
Oh, fuck. That's funny. R.I.P.
He's dead? Bob Vila's not dead.
Bob Vila's dead.
We've talked about this before. He's not dead.
Let me double check. I'm gonna Google it right now.
Yeah, he's alive. He's 76 years old.
Well, where the fuck has he been?
Fucking living his life. You want Bob Vila to be at your every beck and call?
I mean, you just think you'd see him more with all the home constructions, all the flipping home fucking shows there is. You think there'd be like Vilas, or this other old house, or this new old house.
All I can hear is water.
His show was
coming out of my.
But it's going into your bathtub, right?
It's like going into my shower.
Yeah, so it's not. You're fine.
Yeah, I know.
It's not coming through though.
Huh?
It's not coming through on the mic.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah. So
I was like, no, it is coming through the ceiling.
How was the pod? It was good, and then they got stuck in some weird loop for about 15 minutes. It was like Who's on First, but terrible.
And before that, they were talking about diarrhea for
a long
40
time.
minutes.
A fucking dinner plate's worth. All right, there it is. That was a callback to earlier. So how was your? What's that?
No, it's fine. It's funny now that I'm not covered in it.
Yeah, that's a rough day. Cleaning up your. Listen, like I said, we've all been there. I pooped myself. I'm sure we've had this conversation before. I pooped myself on a plane once, being in the same sitch, and luckily it was one of the few times that I didn't check a bag, so I had everything with me. Yeah. But I'm sure someone wondered to themselves, hey, why did that guy get up and change jeans for no reason?
Were you in the window seat?
Yeah. And I thought I had to fart, and followed through.
Did you have to shimmy past anybody?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You've never seen someone shimmy faster. Like, I'm pretty sure I jumped over him. Like a box jump. That
you gotta be careful with that. You're gonna squirt more out.
Oh man, I went to the bathroom, cleaned up, threw the underwear away, and put the jeans back in the bag. But if anyone was paying attention, they're like, that must be that man's flying jeans. We're about to land. He's about to.
You can't even see him if you're below 2,000 feet.
Now he's putting on his landing jeans. So I respect that man.
He must be British.
I got my flying jeans, my landing jeans, and my blaming jeans.
My blaming jeans? Those are the jeans you shit into?
No, those are the jeans you wear to strip clubs.
Amazing.
But how was your weekend?
My weekend was good. Last week, Friday night, Aubrey and Jordy came over. I made chicken pot pie soup. It was delicious. And then we watched Cocaine Bear.
Chicken pot pie soup?
Yeah.
Those are, that's already one chicken pot pie is already a fucking cornucopia.
It's a soup and a pie
foods.
crust. Basically.
Oh, okay.
No, but that's what a pot pie is. And then I just
Yeah.
made basically what the insides are.
Oh, okay.
But without any like dairy and that stuff.
Did you put any little bits of crust in there too?
No.
Is it like when you get drumstick ice cream and it's
no,
they just okay.
No, it's not like that at all.
Man, that French or that Dutch oven I got you has really turned you into some weird immigrant lady with your soups and your.
Well, I haven't gotten a paycheck in 2023, like
oh yeah,
the whole year. So I've been having to live like an
very
immigrant
much,
woman.
very much.
Yeah, I'm learning Russian.
What was Ellis Island like? Was that seems like a lot of sickness.
I knew Typhoid Mary actually.
Oh, you did? Not sure who that is. I thought that was a punk band.
No, Typhoid Mary, she invented typhoid.
Oh, she did. Or she was just patient zero. I don't think you invented a disease.
Typhoid? Typhoid?
Typhoid.
Typhoid.
And then typhoon is like a hurricane, but backwards. And in the Pacific
typhoid.
And then there's Thai food, which is food from Thailand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love Thai food.
Man, this got weird. So you made immigrant soup and then
watch Cocaine Bear. And then
watch Cocaine Bear. Saturday you went and stood in line for bread for 3 hours. And then you fucking sat at your loom and made sweaters for the kids.
What did I do? Did I do anything on Saturday? I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't. I went to a dog's birthday party.
Okay, we're done here. I'm gonna go.
It was my second one of the year.
Yeah, I know. The fact we've already talked about this once.
Yeah. I would be more cynical about it if it weren't for my new coworker.
Okay.
And I got to go with Jordan Fisher, who we know and love.
We do love and know Jordan Fisher.
Yes. And we get to the party and I saw Steph Tolive, who's one of my most favorite comics right now.
Very funny, yes.
And I was like, oh, that's Steph Tolive. And she was there with her beautiful dog. And I didn't get to meet her because she split. But met some really nice people.
Very cool. It was fun.
Then went back to Jordan Fisher's and ordered pizza. That made me sick to my stomach because when I got home, I barfed.
Oh.
Actually, when I got home, I passed out on the couch. And then
I boiled chicken.
No, I added it on later, though. I was just eating the boiled chicken like an apple.
This pizza tastes too successful.
Yeah, so we did that and then watched Spice World. And then I came home. And then Sunday I did nothing.
Oh, nice.
It was great.
I've been looking for a day to do that. And I just haven't. It hasn't allowed itself. And also, it's not going to allow itself for some time because my schedule is nutso. Because the other night,
that's a good thing.
It is a very good thing.
What was that?
Are you all right? You all right? Do you have some sort of?
I had a burp that went off in my chest.
Oh, like some sort of underwater test.
Like I swallowed a firecracker. Woof.
A burp that went off in your chest.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it a little bit. But you know
it's
they're
like
not
the bubble, but the bubble's supposed to explode when it comes out of your mouth, and then it just went right in my sternum.
Okay. All right. The other night I was out to dinner with my girl and my friend Neil Everett texts me, and Neil Everett is a he anchors Sports Center quite a bit, like almost every day.
Man, must be nice to have a regular gig.
Yeah, but you have one now, right?
It's semi regular. I have a 3-month contract.
Yeah. So you're doing all right. There was just a glitch, and then it's off to the races. So, anywho, he texts me out of the blue. Well, blah. So anyway, he texts me out of the blue. We had texted like, I don't know, a month ago. I had asked him to come to a dinner. He couldn't make it. And that was, I don't know. Anyway, he texted me out of the blue and he was like, just found a man from Kansas on Prime. We'll keep you posted. And
It's like,
so
you don't need to, man. I was there.
I'm out to dinner. And now every 10 minutes I'm getting texts from him like, holy shit. Oh, that's funny. Blah, 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 blah. Like very receptive.
Giving you live notes.
Giving me live notes,
reviews.
but all very positive. It wasn't like when Grandpa called and said I was no Jeff Dunham. You know what I'm saying? It was all very positive. So,
oh, it's the best. Grandpa always liked puppets, though.
Oh, he did. And then he was one for 17 years. After Grandma died.
Yeah.
Anywho, anywho, at the end is the Verlander story. And he texts me, he goes, oh, you got to tell this story on the MLB network. And I was like, yeah, wouldn't that be awesome? Ha ha, LOL. Wake up the next morning to a note from my agent. Hey, you want to be on the MLB network? I'm like, wow, okay, so someone made a phone call. So obviously,
are you doing it?
Yeah, in May.
Cool.
And it's really cool because they were like, we shoot right outside New York City. We see you're coming to West Nyack the first weekend of May. Why don't you just come early and you can shoot it? And so it's a way for me to expense a couple nights in New York City in the spring. So that'll be nice. That'll be real nice. So we're going to go do that.
You know what part of town they're in? There's a hotel I love in Murray Hill that's real nice.
Oh, they're out in New Jersey and I'm going to stay in Manhattan and then they're going to send a car for me.
No, Murray Hill's in Manhattan.
Yeah. No, I'll probably just stay. I don't know. I never get the cheapest place because that's how you get murdered or star in a documentary. I'll just find a place that I think is decent in a decent neighborhood. I'm always looking for a deal, but at a nice place.
Yeah.
But yeah, do that. So yeah, that was fun. Went up to, I was in Sunnyvale this last weekend, and, which is, just outside San Jose, California. At a place called Rooster T. Feathers.
That's right. That fucking name.
Right.
Rooster Teeth. I always picture Foghorn Leghorn every time.
And they very much play that up. They've kind of, they redid the club. They were closed. They closed for COVID and they just recently reopened with kind of, they redid the place as much as they could. It's, it used to look like you were doing comedy like at a Bob Evans kind of situation. Like it was just
talk about a dream gig.
Hey, what up, everybody? Look up from your gravies. It's the comedy stylings of Chris Porter. Look, you make someone over 300 pounds laugh, it's already kind of a cardiac event. But if you make them do it just right post gravy, you are going to kill that person. You have to give the sodium time to blend in. God damn it. That's really funny. Just fucking making a bunch of egg jokes. Man, I am poaching up here, right?
My brain must be scrambled.
What up? What up? Hey, I look at everything sunny side up. All right. Hey, that old man needs help.
Oh, man, my last girlfriend was over easy.
Anyway, folks, try the gravy. You already did. Anyway. I just love how at Bob Evans, when you leave, there's like half a Circle K.
I've never been inside a Bob Evans.
Oh, as you leave, they have like a full-on candy rack.
That you Fun, kind of like Cracker Barrel.
Yes, very much like
I've also never been to Cracker Barrel.
God damn it! How do you?
I've also never been to Waffle House.
Well, you never really have been in a part, except for when you were in Nashville. You haven't been in a part of the country where Waffle House was First off, you got to go drunk. We've talked about this.
Yeah, we've talked about it many times.
Yeah, you have to go drunk. Don't go during the day. It's very sad. What up, Otto man?
He's Bubba.
He's
Otto
Otto
man. Hi. Oh man.
But yeah, so drove up to Sunnyvale, which is, man, it's like if you put Branson, Missouri in the middle of San Francisco. That whole part of town closes at 9, except for the In-N-Out, and there is a line for fucking, like, I just thought.
But is it like Branson with no silver dollar city?
Oh yeah, there's no like theme, but it's just that vibe. There's that like everything's going to sleep.
You know,
and it's
I've never been to Branson. I haven't.
You know what, Andi, at this point, just start telling us when you have been somewhere. Okay, let's just fucking shorten the list. When it comes to movies and places, just fucking stop telling us things you haven't been to or haven't seen, because we get it. You don't do a lot. How's Fallout going?
It's going well. I actually played Horizon Forbidden West last night for 2.5 hours.
I don't even know what that is. That sounds like a porn.
Her eyes on Forbidden West. No, it's Horizon
Forbidden West. That's or no,
Forbidden
not a porn
West.
as much as a strip club or a bunny ranch.
Yeah. Forbidden West definitely also sounds like could be a stripper name.
Have you been to Horizon Forbidden? No. But I've been to Horizon Forbidden West, the new one. It's bigger and they have more TVs.
Oh man. Yeah. So I hadn't played at all this week just because man was so sick.
Yeah.
And I went to a concert on Tuesday.
Oh, what concert you go to? You fucking.
Oh yeah, I know. I completely forgot about it until just now. I went and saw Alt J.
Okay.
Alt J.
Sounds like a band you listen to while you're skateboarding.
A little.
Yeah. What kind of vibe? Is it emo?
Not at all.
Okay.
No, it's like folk mixed with like electronic. It's a guy with a guitar, a guy with a synth, and a guy on drums.
Okay.
But they do like 3-part harmonies.
And are there tracks playing behind them? So what I'm asking is, is there other music playing other than the music that they're playing?
Yeah, for certain songs.
Okay.
Have you heard the song that's like, she takes it close to paw, so something gotten salty clothes and breeze blocks. Ba-da-da-da. No? You don't know that one?
Probably, maybe. Hold on. Let me just, this feels like something I could just Spotify, right? But also this is going to fuck up all my Spotify searches. Actually, at this point, if I fucking Spotify Alt J, it'll be like, lock my phone. Like, obviously my phone's been stolen. All right, so here's Breeze Blocks. You making pain, run away, but hold her down with soggy clothes and breeze blocks.
Some breeze blocks.
Shivers in your fevers with me again. Never kisses or together send off full stop. Do you know? I don't hate it.
It was really fun. We had a great time. We bought the tickets a long time ago.
Okay. Like pre-Pandy?
Not pre-Pandy, but it was like 2022 probably.
Yeah. But also lately, have you been noticing like I've been getting, especially on Instagram, like this last couple of weeks was like the first initial lockdown where we were all fucked and didn't know what was going to happen like 3 years ago. And like it's all coming up on my stories and I was like, man, that doesn't seem like 3 years ago. That seems like a year ago.
Yeah.
Like so crazy. And so much, especially in my life, so much has happened since then, but nutso.
Yeah. Nothing has really happened in my life since then. So it feels like it was just yesterday. My phone reminded me of a photo on March 17th, 2020. It was like a Snapchat that I had saved that said, great hair, nowhere to go. And I'm like, bitch, you have no idea.
You're just getting into this.
You have no clue.
Oh man.
God, look at the light in your eyes.
Because
Wow.
we thought it was 2 weeks. And it was,
It
well, and
wasn't.
in Texas it was. But fucking in California, we still had 3 more months.
I would say it was a better part of a year that you couldn't even go into a restaurant without a mask.
Yeah, but before, like, you could, we started working after 3 months. It was bad. It was hit and miss, but we had jobs at that point.
Yeah, we did.
I was starting to go back on the road.
God, and unemployment was so good. I could actually get it back then. They won't let me have it anymore.
Oh yeah.
Not until I pay them
back. Oh man. So yeah, I was up in Sunnyvale. The shows were fine. It's a sleepy town, it's a sleepy club. But it is getting younger just because San Francisco got more expensive. So like all the youth have started to move down.
The youths.
So it's also so now it's very diverse in the fact that you have like all the tech people, both of all ethnicities, and then you have the people that drove in from east. Because let's listen, I love all of my fans, but
it'd be weird if they drove in from west.
Yeah, they'd be really wet and their car would not work. Yeah. And they'd be like, "Our matey." But love all my fans. But if we're being absolutely honest, there are a lot of Let's Go Brandon shirts and stickers at my shows, especially in the Midwest and in parts of town where and they're fully aware of my politics. And they're just, and a lot of them are like, "Hey man, I know you're kind of liberal, but you're fucking funny." Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, financially, we kind of see eye to eye. I just don't think you need to be killing ethnics for no reason.
Yeah. Or trans people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anywho, so it's just weird. Like there was a guy that looked like every wanted poster ever. Like, I'm like, "Oh, you look like every dude at Sturgis." Okay.
White handlebar mustache.
Oh, 100%. Fucking look like both guys from American Choppers. But
his name was American Chopper.
I took the car up, took the space car up, and I'll tell you what, that and we've talked about it before, that autopilot is I guess is semi-appropriately named, like a plane's autopilot. Like, you still need to watch it. You can't like get up and leave. And the Tesla is very much like that, especially on the open road. Like, it's very cool to, like, the car just keeps itself in between the lines. And now, to be fair, like, every new car, if you buy the right package, will do that.
God, I would have loved that on the drive to Vegas.
Yeah,
awesome.
but it's I attribute it to like having a 15-year-old drive where 95% of the time you're like, "Oh, you're doing great. This is easy peasy." And then every once in a while you're like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Oh no.
Yeah, and so, and then I found out that temperature very much, excuse me, hold on.
Did it explode in your chest?
No, I got that one out. That one's not going to cause some sort of weird tsunami in my lungs. But so on the way there, only had to charge once, rolled into the hotel with 30%, and I left at 100% and still had to charge twice on the way back in the middle of the night. So yeah, I don't know if maybe going back, the grade going up through the Grapevine's higher than it is going the other way.
Yeah, and if you encountered any strong winds.
Yeah, and it was fucking windy as shit. Although I did, the girl flew up on Saturday and on Sunday came home with me, and she had me listen to Serial. the podcast.
The first one about
the Asian girl.
Adnan Syed.
Yeah. And so I'm really catching up. I think that was huge.
Welcome to 2014, Chris.
2014. Yeah, is that when it was? Yeah.
It was, I think.
But don't spoil it because I haven't finished it. But I got 5 eps in. So yeah. I do feel like I'm finally catching up with
on pop culture.
And that was the other thing. I'm like, we're listening to it, and it's been so long since she heard it because she listened to it in,
when it came out
9 years ago. And then I'm like, I can't even talk about this with anyone because they're just going to be like, you're just now listening to this shit.
I mean, you could talk about it because there have been some like recent developments.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
like there's been developments this whole like last 9 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I need to get it. Then maybe I need to finish it and then continue on.
Finish it and then just like read one of the most recent articles. It'll break down all the shit.
Okay, hold on.
Definitely don't Google it.
Yeah. I did have dinner with some people that were from Kansas. It was just a weird thing. They were at a show and they were friends of a guy that's not from Kansas City. He's in the voiceover world. And I was like, oh, and they're like, we're from Kansas City, blah, blah, blah. And so they're like, we should have dinner sometime. And I thought it was going to be like one of those LA things where I'm like, yeah, sure. And then I never hear from them again. And sure enough, very Kansanly, they fucking followed up.
Mm-hmm.
And we ended up having dinner the other night. I thought we were just having drinks. And then I walk in and they're like full on menu apps. And I was like, well, fuck it, I could eat. And we went to that front yard, which is like,
we love the front yard at the Garland.
5 minutes from my no, it's not. It's a really far away from where I live. And
I was like, what is he doing?
Just trying to. I'm not saying there are crazy people that listen to us, but JIC. And
I mean, there's no way they listen to us and they're not crazy.
That's fair.
There's no way.
There's no way you follow this train of thought. Just fucking.
We don't even know where we are.
Even our mom's like, these fucking stoned ass motherfuckers.
I hate it when they get this baked.
I'm actually not that baked because it's semi early. I already fucked up today. I like totally forgot. I'm in Detroit where our friend Jeff Brannon lives. And I'm here one of the 3 weekends a year he's actually home. And so like last night we're like, let's have lunch about noon. And I was like, great. And I thought that meant we'd talk in the morning. And at noon he texts me like, hey, are you up? And I'm like, yeah, you want to meet about 1? He's like, I'm outside. I was like, I'm gonna need 5 minutes. And
well, I mean, you said noon.
I did say noon, but it's fair.
You've also made a lot of plans with him in the past too. So like you guys know how to communicate to each other.
Yeah, it's
funny
fine.
that happened.
At the end of the day, it was on me and I needed coffee and we went and had breakfast and it was great.
Nice. Great.
The bacon was a little overdone for my taste.
Someone was cooking. I haven't had bacon in so long. Someone was cooking bacon here in my building this morning and I was just like, look.
I was
so good.
I was on a bacon kick for a while and then I switched to sausage because I was kind of tired of bacon.
Yep.
And the sausage was good. And then I had chicken apple sausage the other day, because that's all they had. And I was not a fan.
I can see you not liking that. I'm a fan. I like chicken apple sausage.
It's just not as savory. It's a little bologna-ish, not in the taste, but in the texture. And I didn't really like it.
No, I don't think I like chicken apple sausage anymore.
But the shows were great in Sunnyvale. But yeah, I did have to stop twice, which I thought was lame. Although the second time, only had to stop for like 15 minutes. And but yeah, I had dinner with those folks and they were just great folks. She's an executive at a network and couldn't have been, and he's in voiceover and they could have been nicer people. And
it's awesome.
And they spend like half their they spend like half the summer in Kansas City, so I'm sure we'll get to meet them at some point.
Great.
Because got for all the pod people, I got an announcement coming up. There might be a summer show in Kansas City.
Ooh.
And we'll announce all that at the appropriate time. But late June. I'll just say late June.
Ooh.
Get ready.
So I guess we're going home for the 4th then.
For sure. For sure.
Okay.
And so we're not coming by ourselves.
Otto's coming.
Otto's coming.
Otto's gonna be there. He's Otto man.
And the girl will probably come, especially if this show happens. So
great.
Yeah.
Should be fun. Can't wait for us to all share a bathroom.
Oh yeah.
It's fine. I'll use mom and dad's.
No, we'll
I'm pooping in there though.
Now what we'll do is I'll need it anyway, because I have a feeling she's gonna be coming there for a while. I will purchase some sort of vanity for the downstairs. Just like a standalone, so she can do like her makeup and get ready down there, because man, is that a process.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So as a matter of fact, I might even start looking at those soon. I'm glad you brought that up, because I am super smart. Mom and Dad, I know you're watching this. Don't worry about it. I got it. I'll edit that out.
Please.
I edited out your last coughing attack too.
I know. Thank you. So I appreciate it.
Mainly because you're like, edit that out.
Yeah. If you could just keep editing those out.
There was something that was really funny about that coughing attack. And I was like, man, all right. She asked. I'm not going to.
Next time, just send it to me as a clip and be like, are you sure this is funny?
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, because you were not in a good way. Like, it was like you like. Fucking. It was funny. Not great.
That does sound like me. Dad says, if you have 30 minutes to kill, look for the Young Frankenstein documentary on YouTube. It's real good.
Man, he got real bored.
I've been texting Dad all kinds of stupid shit lately. It's funny.
Oh, yeah? Well, when he's not booking loads and blowing loads, not doing a whole lot.
I was talking to him today. I was like, well, Dad, I'm going to let you get back to your loads.
Hey, at least he got his knee injections.
He did get his knee injections.
I hope he says he feels better. Hopefully he'll start roaming around the earth a little more. I'm proud of him.
Me too. He's Bubba. Just sitting in the sun, getting some fresh air. Using his finger.
Hilariously, by the way, guess what time it is?
Shit.
What'd you do?
I dropped my water bottle. It's fine.
Well, that's not what time it is. It's not water bottle dropping time.
Damn it. Water bottle dropping time. Water bottle dropping time. Water bottle dropping. Water bottle dropping. Water bottle dropping in a baseball bat. I was like, what the fuck?
He's like, that's not the closing song. Do the closing song. So we have 2 messages. By the way, if you have any questions, concerns, you need life advice, send it to 1 millionth pod, all words, 1 million with a TH and a POD at gmail.com. And if you're lucky and the letter's good enough, that's right. We rate your letters. We'll read them right here on
electronic letters.
Electronic letter. Yeah, don't fucking get pad to pen, because we never set up a PO box, which probably for the best. We would have been anthraxed 1,000,000 times by now.
Yeah, but they're dead now.
So we have 2 emails, one from Larry, and then we have another one from Rob. And they're both asking the same thing. And I'll just read I'll read the other one. Hold on. says hello, and Rob's letter again is of the same ilk. It says hello,
that fucking word.
hello, Chris, Andi, although he does spell it with a Y, and Otto Man. Chris, I like you have a nickname for my younger sister. I call my sister Monica Monkey. It made me wonder about Andy's nickname, again spelled with a Y. Monica to Monkey makes sense because it sounds better, but Andrea, Andi to Rue, again with a Y. How did we get there? Fuck you, come on by. Larry. P.S. Looking forward to seeing you in Des Moines in June so you can complain about the roundabout some more. Man.
Man.
I love the people of Des Moines. I'll leave it at that. Well, Dad came up with the nickname.
Well, because he'd call me Andy Rooney.
Yes.
He would call me Andy Rooney, and then that turned into Rue. And then that was Lolo called me Rooter.
Yep. There was Rooter Boop for a while.
Rooter Boop.
Rooter Boops.
I don't remember that one.
That one was short lived. I think Dad called you that. Yeah. So it was from, I guess it was from Andy Rooney, and then it just got searched and it just got to Rue.
Yeah, I think it just morphed.
And then I don't even realize when I'm calling you what. But yeah, so that's how we got there.
Yeah, that is how we got there.
Andy Rue.
That's me. Yeah,
That's
I think
her.
it started with Andy Rooney.
Yeah.
From
and I don't know why I'm yes. And I don't know why I'm Chriser. I think Laura called me Chriser.
Yeah, and that's just like a natural progression from Chris.
Yeah. And we always do that. Like how
did we get your nickname Big Tall Idiot?
Alliteration, I think.
No.
Isn't
alliteration when all the words have the same starting letter?
Yeah. I'm not saying you're smart.
Okay. Wait, no, you're the one who.
Oh man.
This is how you got your nickname, fucking asshole. That's for sure.
Very true. Yeah. But we call Otto Man. Maddie was always Maddie or Mad Dog.
Maddie Lou.
And then
Maddie Lou. Bella Bean.
Bella Bean, that's alliteration.
Bean Bean.
Bean, the bean.
Yeah. Dad tries to add an ER to the end of that. And we're like, you can't say that.
Can't do that.
You have to stop saying that.
It's not even a Chihuahua.
No.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, and then there's Otto Man, Bubba.
Otto Man, Big Dog.
Tiny little baby boy.
Fancy boy.
Fancy boy. Old man.
Dum Dum.
Dum Dum.
He's super
Noodle.
dumb.
Little baby noodle boy. He's like, what? What?
Fucking, why are you naming off all my names? Am I dying?
Hi. I thought he was.
All right. Well, I got a story, and then we'll call it. Or then
just one and done?
No. I mean, we'll both do stories,
Okay, great. I have so many stories. There's so many weird stories that came out this week.
So question. Dad would never do this because we're fortunate to have a very good dad, who has always put us before himself. But if you could imagine a way our father could ruin your wedding, what do you think he would do to do such things?
First of all, because this is a deep fear of mine.
Yes.
Because Dad would say this to boys that I dated in high school. He'll start his speech with like, well, we all know Andi could fart on command.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Hold on. Let me write this stuff down just for my speech. Because I do want my speech to be very uncomfortable for you. Can you fart on command?
I've used to be able to, I feel like, but I can't anymore. There's no way.
Can't trust them.
No.
Can't trust.
No, you cannot. Not now that I'm a coffee drinker. No way.
Well, a Japanese woman claims her husband. Well, here's what happened. A Japanese woman had a husband. They divorced. She divorced him because not because she didn't love him, but because he was unsuccessful. So sounds like a good person already.
Oh, for sure.
Then marries another man who is successful, and then somehow finds the dude who's now successful and has an affair with him. And then side note, the original couple had a daughter together.
Okay.
So now the daughter has a stepfather.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm very confused.
Okay. So Japanese woman marries a dude.
Okay.
They have a kid. I forgot
Okay.
to mention that part. She divorces that. That's why I was like, side note. So they get married, first marriage. She loves this guy.
Yeah.
But she's also a fucking cunt. Right?
Mm-mm.
So she was like, "Oh, you're not successful, so I'm divorcing you." So she leaves the father of her children, because she doesn't love him, but because he's not successful. So then she finds a man that she kind of loves, but is also successful. Then eventually, the father of her kid becomes a little bit more successful. They see each other somewhere, and they end up starting to have an affair. So then the daughter gets married, right? And the biological father's obviously there because it's his kid, and the stepfather's obviously there because it's basically kind of his kid too. And so the stepfather goes up to give a speech, and he says, "I have a surprise for you," and he shows a sex tape of the mom and the dad having sex when they weren't supposed to. And
Got him.
But also, you couldn't have done that at the rehearsal dinner.
No, you can't rehearse that.
No, what I'm saying, but isn't that making the daughter's day about yourself? Like, isn't that, is it a great story? 100%. But also fucking totally ruining your daughter's day. Now, the daughter blames the mom, which I guess is fair, but also the dad could have waited. You know what I'm saying? Showed at the reception.
Maybe the daughter was a huge cunt and he was like, "I'm burning them all down."
Like mother, like daughter.
Yeah. That apple did not fall far from that tree.
I've always been told if you fall in love with a girl, meet the mom because that's who you're marrying.
Yeah.
And so
I am gonna trick some fucking idiot so good. Oh yeah, no, meet my mom. We're exactly alike.
No, I'm gonna be like, they're not though. They're not. She's the exception to the rule.
So in the Ozarks, in Springfield, damn it, I did it again.
Otto just looked over your
folks.
shoulder like this chick.
My downstairs neighbor is like, "Is she bowling?" Okay. So picture this. Springfield, Missouri.
Yeah.
In the Ozarks, there's a place called James River Church. And on their live stream on March 15th, there was a creative miracle that took place at the Joplin James River Church campus, which I think that tornado scrambled their brains because this is fucking crazy.
I thought of creative miracles like in Pearl Harbor when fucking Ben Affleck comes back from the dead.
Well, kind of.
Okay.
So similar. This is like one of those like revivalist churches. And this woman named Christina Dines had 3 toes amputated years ago, but during this prayer session, her 3 toes grew back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see
she said she posted on Facebook, she didn't take any before pictures because she didn't know her life was going to be so drastically changed that day.
Sure.
But
Never in her whole life took a picture of her fucking deformed foot.
Yeah, ever.
That's crazy.
But if anyone has proof, you can share it on showmethetoes.com.
God damn it.
So okay. This
Just
let me so there's a video, there's like a testimonial video that this woman made.
Oh, she said things into a camera, so now we believe her?
Yeah, at the church.
Oh, yeah. Well, if it was at a church, then I definitely believe it because they've never extended some tails to fit their desires.
This is also posted from some like a friendly atheist Substack. That's just who posted this video. I don't follow them.
Yeah.
But just a disclaimer.
You only follow the angry atheist. I like.
Can you enable screen sharing?
Yes.
It's only a minute-long video, but we got to watch the whole thing because it's so good. She doesn't look like a liar at all. And I also love that, like, if this kind of miracle happened, it would be much bigger news. And also, I think the people in the background of the video would be a little more excited about it going on.
Yeah, but also, there's got to be a photo of you at the beach, by the pool,
somewhere,
somewhere.
Show
or even
us
when the fucking accident happened, you think you'd take pictures for insurance.
All right, here we go.
Wasn't this chick at January 6th?
Probably.
I can't hear it.
Damn it. Can you hear this?
In a terrible accident. I heard the word for creative miracles and I thought, well, I certainly have a creative miracle that I might need. I need 3 toes to grow back. The person next to me said, do you want new toes? And I was like, well, sure. All the women got down and they prayed over my foot. And I decided to take my shoe off to see what was happening when he said, let's see the progress or if anything's happened. And when I did, I had to grab the person next to me and say, do you see what I see? And I saw 3 toes that were forming and now there's length to them. Tonight,
they were forming.
I can stand on my tippy toes. Listen, do you understand?
Everyone
can
has
stand
cameras.
on tippy toes. No, I couldn't do that because I didn't have toes to tippy on.
I couldn't do that before because I didn't have toes to tippy on.
I hate it here. I fucking hate it here. Because here's the thing. She's not the problem. It's the people that believe her. That's the problem.
Right.
Because they're just like, well, yeah, man. Fucking, I know we all have pictures of our feet. She just didn't take pictures of her feet. She just wasn't a foot picture. Listen, if you have 3 toes amputated, you're probably going to take a photo of that for insurance purposes at the very
100%.
call
100%.
Fucking, but there's people like, man, you never know. Maybe the insurance people forgot to ask for the photos.
Well, the kicker was she actually went there to be healed because she got shot in the stomach. And she wanted that to be, I know, she's got the worst luck.
Fucking, you think you're having problems. Well, you count your toes and count your bless. Every one of your toes is a blessing, darling.
You should be thankful you can tippy.
Well, that's all we need. If there was never a fucking, that's how you end a podcast right there. You know where to find us on the socials, but you can find the pod at I am Chris Porter. What? Nope. Back that up. You can find the pod at 1 millionth pod. That's all words, 1 million with a TH and a POD on Instagram. And you can find all my dates at chrisportercomedy.com.
And you can find me on Instagram at Andi Ports and on Twitter at Andi Porter. And you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv / or back whatever / that is. Bovine Joni is the handle. BOVINEJOANIE. Tell me what you want to do to me.
Don't do that though, because that's gross and creepy. When do you usually Twitch?
My schedule is on my page because it kind of changes weekly depending on what I got going on.
Okay. Well, yeah, definitely check her out. She's very funny and she's terrible at video games. So it's funny on 2 levels. But as always, I'm Chris Porter.
I'm Andi Porter.
This has been the 1 millionth podcast. Fuck you.
Come on by.
I did it.
Do 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 do.
Do 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 do
Do
do
do do do. He's so excited we're done.
All right. Look at him.
Fuck you, come on by.